What's up, everybody? It's your boy Didge with the Geekset podcast, the only podcast blending hip hop culture and geek culture together. PlayStation had their 2021 showcase showing all of their, upcoming PS5 games. So me and Deuces are gonna go through, look at all the trailers, react. We'll start off with God of War Ragnarok. Let's make this full screen. You can hear the sound, right? Can you not hear the sound?
No. I hear nothing.
Really? Hold up. Oh, bear with us. It says you should have been sharing.
Did you click share audio?
I could have sworn I did. I
don't know. I'm not hearing anything yet.
Let me go to advanced. One person can share, blah, blah. Is it in my Zoom settings?
I don't know. I never really shared screen. Listen, y'all get in it raw and uncut right now.
Right. It could have sworn it said, what's side by side mode?
No.
Oh, perfect. That's the mode we're looking for. Automatically share. No, I don't want to automatically share. Screen sharing.
Is it under audio?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to look now. This is insane. Use separate. That's not what I need. You know what?
Because you were hearing something while I was playing, right? Because I didn't hear nothing yet.
Yeah, but I have a sound bar, so what I'm gonna do is have my audio going through that. Can you hear that chime?
I can hear that, yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna have it go through that, and then you'll be able to hear it through that.
All right, hey, let's go.
All right, now what is side by side vote? Do you see like the chat on the side?
Chat? I don't know.
Do you see like our? But is it like all in one thing?
Yeah, I see me and you, and then I see the screen that you're sharing. That's all I see.
All right, whatever. I didn't know what side by side mode was, so we're just gonna go through that like this.
All right, there we go.
Did you beat the first God of War?
I
guess the latest God of War?
I haven't. I'm gonna go back and play them.
I am too.
Prophecy saved them which leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods.
It looks amazing.
Definitely.
Those answers need to walk this way.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Was Fam headless? Was that just a head there? All right.
What if there was someone who could help us?
He's here. You'll have one last. He's dead.
Well, the dead man who didn't seem pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found. He's out there. We gotta find him. Come in. What in all yards may not happen to him? We're trying to stop Ragnarok to help people. What if the only way to do that is
It's not the only way.
stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general?
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Holy shit, is that door?
That's it.
Your moments of crisis. And it was nothing. coming with us.
Well, some of them.
All right, we got a black lady with some locks. All right.
All right. So that was God of War Ragnarok. Let's see. We got 2 seconds left. Did it give us a date quick?
Give us a date.
No, I didn't see a date. So
date.
let's pause that.
Yeah.
So we don't have a date, but that was a lot of action.
Man, see, that's the thing about God of War. Like, so I've been recently playing all through Assassin's Creed, right? And
Yeah,
one of the
you're
things
on the newest one, right? Valhalla, right?
Valhalla, right? And so the last one's Odyssey, right? Odyssey, not Origins. Odyssey. What I really thought was super dope was like, you got to fight Medusa, you got to fight that,
right?
Whatever that thing was, right? And I was like, yo, but it wasn't that many epic fights. Like there was a whole bunch of other stuff, but like
but you didn't get like because you fought with Medusa, you fought
one of
the Cyclops. I think it was literally just called the Cyclops.
Yeah. Like when you had to unlock the gates for Atlantis, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, I love those epic boss battles, and that's what I love about God of War. God of War, it's so much epic boss battles and just like Norse mythology, Greek mythology. Like you go through those periods of time with God of War. But one of the first things that I really loved about God of War, and I love that they keep on doing, is the world building. God of War is always visually amazing.
That is very true.
Because I think it was the first God of War where they had that one scene where you're running and then the screen pans out. And then so it's like this small on the screen, but it pans out and it just looks so dope. And I love that about this. Like right now, like this God of War visually looks amazing. There was so many moments. I'm like, look, wait, like I said, was he headless?
Dude was literally just a head sitting there. And I got to go back and definitely I need to play the last God of War before I'll get to this one, because it's like, how did he get from Greece to Norse mythology? Like I gotta understand that.
Also, is this the first? I think this may be one of the first series where we had a character actually grow up and get old, because God of War, he was just he was the rebel, and now
he grizzled and like he got that is true. I don't think, because he basically had two families. He had the family that he obviously lost in the first, I guess you want to call it the first arc of the series. Now he's in Norse mythology. He has a whole new family. Sounds like he doesn't have a wife anymore, but like,
and he's got more badass. It's like he's like, I ain't got time for this shit. Like he's an old dad for real,
right? Yeah, he's not doing well. At least from the trailer, he doesn't seem as reckless as you got from him from the original God of War. Like you said, he grew up. He's different now. That's funny. I didn't think about that.
Nah, man, I'm excited about the God of War. After I finish Valhalla, I was going to start God of War all over from the beginning, just to kind of get back on track with the storyline.
Right.
And so I'm gonna do that leading up to this, so that way I can stay on par with it.
Yeah, I know. I got the last God of War. Things kept coming out that I was playing, and it's been on my back burner. I think that's something I definitely need to play before, obviously, Ragnarok comes out. And since we ain't got a date, I feel like I got at least a little bit of time.
Right. We got some time to catch up.
Right. Number 2 on that list is something I think both you and I didn't know we'd be waiting for, but I definitely think now that we know it's coming, we cannot wait for Spider-Man 2.
I love it, man.
Yeah, they make some great games.
As long as I can remember, I have no friend. One to shine.
There we go. Miles Morales up in this bitch.
With that, I wonder if it's gonna have multiplayer.
It gotta be, because I feel like you can be both.
Right. When I first watched this, when I heard that, I was like, oh,
right. So here's the thing about me with Venom, man. Venom has always been one of my favorite characters. Like though I love Carnage because he's truly Carnage.
Right.
Venom was like the first symbiote that we actually got introduced to, and I remember thinking like he is just so fucking beastie. And here's, like I said, I'm gonna go on task to say, like, the first introduction in the OG Spider-Man, I was okay with that introduction of Venom, but then afterwards it got like, damn, they kind of fucked it up with everything. Yeah. But like that whole scene with him underneath the bell tower and the symbiote falling on him, and then that transformation, I thought that was dope.
I did too. I enjoyed a lot of that movie. And it just like you said, it just sort of fell flat. But
fizzled out and everything. But
it definitely fizzled out.
But bringing him into the game, and this is why I'm super excited about it too, also because knowing if you have history of the game, that means at some point you're going to unlock the symbiote suit or unlock how are you going to be able to to play with with the Venom symbiote on the Spider-Man. But again, with the way that this trailer is set, you got Peter, you got Miles. I'm assuming that you're going to be able to control both of them at some point, or I don't know. It has
to.
If it's going to be a switch off or certain,
or maybe they do that like where, like you said, in certain missions, or even if they do it like, all right, whose point of view do you want to play from? And it's all right, you're doing it from this point of view. Yeah,
that's gonna be good because
like, I would really like to see that.
Because then you got to run through the game twice,
right?
Because if you choose Miles, you run through it with Miles, but then you got to run through it with Peter, and it's a whole different experience,
right? So like that would be amazing. And or like I said, it could always have you're playing through it, but if you do want to do the 2-player, you got that choice. Mm-hmm. What I don't like is that 2023 date.
Right.
that's entirely too far.
Here's where I came with video games certain at this point now. If you are pushing it out due to like you want to make sure it's quality, I'm okay with it. Insomniac they have earned that right with me that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna trust their process.
Yeah.
They need to 2023. I'm gonna give it to 2023.
That's fair. It is already almost 2022, I guess, but still.
Yeah. But it's like, but that was a really good teaser because then, like, say you start thinking about because like Miles is still such a dope video game. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just telling shout out to CT, man. I was just telling CT, he was talking about like he hasn't played it yet. And I said, bro, a lot of the times the second game is not as good as the first one when the first one is such a mega hit. Right. And Miles Morales surpassed the first Spider-Man for me. So it was like, wow. I'm excited to see how this one goes because I'm like, you were amazing with the first Spider-Man. You killed it with Miles Morales as well. So it's up. It's kind of like the Arkham series. That's why I love the Arkham series. It got better with each.
I got to go back and replay that. I'm on record talking. Yeah, I'm on record talking about how much I didn't like it, but I got to go back and replay it.
My only flaw with Arkham Knights was the fact that the Batmobile missions. That was the only flaw. But as far as everything else goes, like it did elevate for me and personally with the Asylum, with City, and then with Arkham Knights. It accelerated each time. I love how.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the other reason why Spider-Man is such a good for this fit. Outside of Batman's rogue gallery, Spider-Man has the second best rogue gallery out of all heroes. Like, I think it goes Batman, Spider-Man, and then Flash as far as rogue gallery.
I'm not a huge fan of Flash villains.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, and I think it was tainted for me. Where a lot of Flash villains is just another nigga that's fast, and it's like,
true. I mean, but then you have Captain Cold, you have King Shark.
You have some other ones, but
for the most part, it is Reverse Flash. It is what was old boy name?
What is it? Is it Zoom? Not Zoom. Is it
Zoom. Yeah, it's Zoom.
Is it Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
First Flash, Zoom, and then the God, I forgot his name. All right, but yeah, you're right. But no, but I'm excited about this. I'm excited because I like they've done the mechanics really good with the Spider-Man series.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it.
Do you think that it's going to be, because remember in the last one we saw Harry Osborn? Well, we didn't necessarily see him.
It was the Easter egg.
Yeah. So do you think it's going to be him as Venom in this one?
I don't think it's going to be him as a Venom. If it goes the way that all the series goes, you're going to get at least 2 or 3 villains within it. Because even with the last one, remember you first get introduced to Rhino, and
right?
Then it's what's the main villain in Miles Morales? Oh, I can't think of his name. The negative guy. Is it
Mr. Negative? Isn't it?
Mr. Negative? Right.
Yeah.
But then also spoiler alert. But then you deal with the Resistance, his friend.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like it's a multiple villains, and in the first one, you pretty much had multiple villains in that one. So I'm assuming that the main storyline is going to be Venom, but you're also going to have to deal with the Harry Osborn as well.
Yeah, you're probably right, and like you said, it could have just fully been the Easter egg. I just because it had like the black webbing almost, and I'm like, are they gonna? It didn't really scream Hobgoblin.
Nah, I don't think. Well, because I think if you think about it, like with Venom, with the importance of the movie and everything like that, like this was a good Easter egg because like though we would be still excited about Hobgoblin, they teased it at the end, so we kind of expected it. We didn't expect it. So this was the what? Like this was that moment.
they got me with that because I definitely watching it. I was like, oh. So,
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Something I know. I was geeked. I went to every social media I could to let people know, hey, this is coming.
Peace is a lie. That's what's in me.
Bro, hearing the music, I was like, no, they not. They not.
Right.
So,
and what's funny, what's dope is that's all they gave us.
I know.
We are all in. We're all in.
We really know nothing else. This is what we got. Did you play the first Knights of the Old Republic? Like any of the old games? I know they were Xbox exclusive, so I didn't know if you just had a chance to play them at all.
No, I have not, because all I played was Jedi Order. But I recognize how dope the game is for sure.
So those are probably some of my most favorite RPG games ever. Yeah. And I knew that a remake was coming, but because they were previously Xbox exclusive, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to probably play them on Xbox. Like hopefully we'll get one down at the studio or something. So to see it that it was gonna be on the PlayStation, I was extremely geeked because I'm like, I know I'm gonna have that at home. I know I can play that whenever. Like you said, we have nothing else. It's literally just that we know it's coming. We don't know when. We don't. I did see a quick interview. The guy said it's pretty much going to be basically rebuilt from the ground up. So that's also cool.
And that's why I'm excited. I also because like again, the first one was from what I got from the fan base and like it was already dope. So to me, the fact that they didn't go remaster, but they went remake, it's like It's like, okay, whatever flaw that was within that one, that was even though it was a dope game, they said we're going to fix that, we're going to do this, we're going to add. So I'm like, I'm excited about that because I'm like, oh, a remake is not a remaster. It's not just improved graphics and everything.
Right.
There's going to be elements that like that was fixed. Whatever you got, whatever gripes that you guys had with the first one is going to be improved upon. And yeah, I'm excited about it because, like I said, Jedi Order was probably the first Star Wars game that I played in full, right?
Okay.
And I love that game. so much.
Yeah,
I was like,
when the music started, I thought it was going to be Jedi Order 2, to be honest. I had no expectation that they were going to do a remake of this, let alone put it on PlayStation. So I was like, hell yeah, Jedi Order 2 coming out soon. Already prepared for that. And then, to see all of this, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm here for this. I'm 100% here for this.
And I love that they always highlight too
I just want to see if we missed any other. I thought it was just literally, I
love
they didn't give a damn.
Because like I said, you and me talked about all the time. Villains have the best. They have the best sabers. They have the best.
Especially in Star Wars, the villains. I feel like they have the best powers. Like Force lightning, let alone by itself. That's the best Force power.
I feel like, and that's what I say. I feel like I said, they just say like, all right, we're gonna create some lightsabers. What are you gonna do? And it's like I feel like as the regular person, like, oh, just give me a sword, just give me a dual sword. Villains, they be like, all right, listen here, I need the base to go in a crescent moon, and I need 2 to come out. Like I feel like
like the dude who was the one we saw in the Star Wars Vision trailer. Fam, his spit like a windmill. Like I don't even know what that was. That don't even seem like it works in battle.
Right. Like, no, listen, I'm going all out. I need this. So I love it. And that's what I hope at some point we get all right. I had this vision, and this has nothing to do with the trailer, but I thought about this probably like 2-3 days ago. I said what they should do, because I think they're building like a full Star Wars thing in Universal or something like that. But I said
at Disney World, I think it is
Disney World, right? So you know how like they have it where like you can like at Harry Potter World you can get sorted, you can get your wand and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think that what they should do is they should create at Universal. They should create something where like you can create your base however you want it, and then they just like, but they give you like the end attachments for the saber, right? So it's like whatever you create, you mold, you put it into like whatever, and they turn it into your base, and then they give you the ends part so that way you can attach the saber to it, because then it allows you to get mad creative.
Yeah, that would be dope. And, I'd buy one ASAP.
Right, because I buy one. I'm like, all right, so because that's my thought. I'm like, okay, so what hasn't been done? Oh, you know, like, I'm gonna start creating the most random shit just so I can have it. You know, so it's like, but I know I'm excited about this, man. I love just to be able, because like if I'm not mistaken, this was kind of like. It was like, is it an open world or is it a? So
it was, I guess, open world enough for its time.
Okay.
Where like you could go do a bunch of stuff, but like this gives them the opportunity to make it basically like Jedi Order, where you have your missions on this planet, but you can go to this planet, you could go to whatever planet. So
that's what I love. Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see what comes from it. I'm assuming this probably isn't coming until 2023.
Yeah.
At least at the earliest. But we'll see. Next, good old faithful. I don't even know if we need to like. I feel like we know everything about this game already.
Just let it rock.
Hello, Franklin.
I was like looking, I'm like, maybe we'll see something newish. And I was like, oh, it's just graphics, okay.
Improve graphics. Much more. Good old much more.
Rockstar code for just literally having the balls like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and show this to them.
Yeah. Now but there's some new. Like whatever this is, I never had arcades in my house.
That's what I was curious. So I was like, maybe I'm just not coded enough in Grand Theft Auto Online.
Right. So I'm gonna say what I said online. I love Grand Theft Auto. Like I 100% love Grand Theft Auto. But Rockstar, fam, y'all done everything that y'all can and above with Grand Theft Auto 5. It is time to move on. It is, so I did the heist, like they did the new the heist and everything. They do the downloadable content, and that story the line was cool and everything like that. But the thing about it is, and I think this is what Grand Theft Auto did great, and this is why we're ready to move on. You know how, like, when people just in general, right? In general, you move away from your hometown, whether it's going to college, whether it's going to try out, right? You bright eyes. Oh man, I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm moving to Cali. I'm moving to Miami, whatever.
Right.
You excited. You move out there, you're like, oh man, new beginnings and everything. And then it's 5-8 years later, you're like, all right, look, I'm done here, man. I love Miami for what it was. I had a blast out here. I need the next chapter in my life. That's what it is with Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. It was like, oh man, this is amazing. Online came out. Yo, this is dope. They started dropping more content. Oh man, this is amazing. Yo, we got the heist, we got the casino heist, we got this. And it was like, it got to that point where it's like, yo, this is really dope. Now it's just like, yo, fam, we are in the same city. 2008. That's what they said. Look at that. 2008. It says it right there on the screen. 2008 to 2021.
Well, I think that's just there, because Rox. I was just looking it up. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out 2013, so I think that's when they first started developing it.
All right.
But either way, this is about to hit his 10-year anniversary, and we on the same game.
We are done with San Andreas. Like, we are done. We are done, and where we're at. Like, let's move on, bro. Like, let's like you
said, yeah, we are done with. Well, it's still San Andreas, basically.
Yeah, like, let's move on, bro. Let's move. You know what? And here's where they have the opportunity, because the way Grand Theft Auto did, and the way that you did your characters and everything like that. If you want to stick with these characters, move them to another. Like, if you like, even with the main storyline, story, finish the heist and everything like that. You had your choice, right? You could have chose to either, kill, like, you can choose to keep certain people, kill certain people. Right. If you just like, okay, we want to lose these characters or whatever, have them move to another city and have to start up. Like, you can build that would be late breaking. It'll be the first time that you had a character from one game go to another game and start a whole new life.
Especially because it was so you had the choice, but it was like at the end they were like, all right, we still cool, but we done working together.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a perfect way that's like you said, that's the perfect way to do it. All right, I ain't working with them no more, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my enterprise, maybe in Vice City, or I'm going back to Liberty City or wherever.
Yeah. Like, move on. Like, and like I said, with this, there was nothing that made me excited about this. Like, oh yeah, there's some improved graphics and stuff like that. But there was nothing that made, like, Grand Theft Auto. It used to be an event.
Yeah.
When you heard Grand Theft Auto was going to drop something, you used to be like, oh shit, like, oh, I can't. Like, it used to be an event, and at this point now, it's just like, all right, we're gonna get another one. All right.
What are they doing now to Grand Theft Auto 5? Like,
here. A little extra content is like the prestige is gone, because we are fatigued with this product. Like, I won't say the fatigue is 100% gone, because the minute they say a Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, no,
entire feeling is back.
Yeah, I'm not saying that fatigue, like, we don't want, like I'm saying, like, the fatigue of hype around 5.
Oh, yes, 100%, yeah.
Nothing else that you can announce with 5 that's going to get us excited. There's not one thing that you can announce with 5 that's going to get us excited. You can say, oh, like, you can, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what could they announce? Because, like, just even with the paleo heist, they announced a whole new island, and it was cool, but it wasn't what we normally get.
Right.
You know, you know what I'm saying? That to the point where fan made trailers for Grand Theft Auto 6 is going crazy. People are like, oh shit, like, people was excited for a fan made trailer, and then you're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna enhance some graphics, give you some new stuff to put in your house. Like, come on, bro. like, come on, give us more. Give us something. It's time. Like the thing about it is you've surpassed your bang for your buck. Like even from a financial standpoint, you can be like, okay, we don't got to develop a game, but you did everything. You bled 5 completely dry.
That is true. I think at the very least 6 might be in development. I thought I saw a leaker saying that he saw a job posting that had something about Grand Theft Auto 6 in it.
Yeah.
So like we at the very least got that coming for us, but like you said, basically over 5.
Right.
there's not much else to be said.
Said at all.
This one was a surprise to me.
It was. I didn't even hear about it coming.
Neither. But I got good faith. Insomniac, we were just saying, like they make good games. It looks amazing already. Like their graphics are cold.
And that was just such a dope way to introduce it. Just like, I can't wait to figure out what storyline or what they're going to tell. Because obviously it's not OG because he already has the Antimanium. What is it? What is it called?
Adamantium. I guess.
No.
Claws.
Claws. Okay, let's go. He already has his Adamantium claws, so it's like we already know kind of like where it's at. But I just love, it's just like even with that, that's not gameplay or anything like that, but like just that announcement and because I think we talked about it on the podcast before, like what else would be dope within this platform? And I don't think none of us said Wolverine, but Wolverine would fit this model so much that Arkham Spider-Man, the way they fight, the way this fits perfect. This fits so perfect with this platform.
Yeah, it was something when I watched it. At first, I was like, what? I was just saw the Marvel symbol come. I'm like, what Marvel game could that be? Then when they showed that it was Wolverine, I was like, oh, I really want this. Like, it was something I didn't even know that I really wanted, but I really want this. So,
yeah.
Especially if they're gonna do the open world like how Spider-Man was,
which I don't see them straying away from it at all.
And that means there's so much world basically then that you can traverse as Wolverine. Where are you gonna have him set at? Like, and like you said, I don't know what story they could come up with a whole brand new story, maybe.
Well, if just thinking about, because if you got to focus it on Wolverine, then it got to be when he left the school, because then you're going to have him reporting back to the school, and you got to put all everybody in it. And this is not an X-Men, this is a Wolverine one. So it got that, what happened when he left the school before he came back. So that time in between of him leaving the school after, so he learned about the school, helped them out, but then he left, and everything that he was up to during that time. So I'm assuming, you got to think it's probably going to be either Stryker or Sabretooth is going to be.
I assume Sabretooth, to be honest.
I'm assuming Sabretooth, but again, with Insomniac, they do multiple. So we may get both. We may get both of them. We may get Stryker. We may get Sabretooth. We may get what's the Japanese assassin that he was fighting against?
It wasn't Silver Samurai, was it?
I think it was something like that. But we
may get something samurai, I thought.
Yeah, we may get all of those and everything. However, also, even though Origins was not as good, we may get some of the people from Origins. We may get them running into Deadpool, running into Gambit. Like, there's a lot of storyline that they can do. I'm excited about. Like I said, Insomniac, they've earned trust with me. I could see like because you got to figure if they're gonna do it similar to Miles, like the Spider-Man and Miles Morales, maybe we see an X-23 where it's like then she get a spinoff game. Like, or like I said, or even if they just kind of hinted, because remember in Spider-Man, we saw Miles before he got bit.
Right.
You know, and so that's the thing about Insomniac. Same thing with just like MCU. They like to set up the further, right? And that actually would make sense. We get introduced to maybe the mom or whatever, or I mean, not the mom. We get introduced to like Stryker, the program. He learns about X-23 and everything, and then you know, so like maybe she's not fully X-23, but at the end you get that Easter egg, and then that goes into the next,
right?
You know, next one. I'm excited about it just because
I am too.
Thinking about the fight mechanics. Oh my god! Because you got to think like the thing about Arkham series and Spider-Man series, they have epic moments where either they knock out a villain or they wrap them up and everything, or you know the different combos. So imagine what you can get with Wolverine.
Yeah, you could get some crazy stuff. And I wonder, are they building their own little like world, or will this tie to the Spider-Man game like in any way? Like, is this going to be a Marvel world, or is this just, hey, we're just taking heroes and we're just creating storylines for them? Because you can do some crazy stuff. Right,
because imagine an Insomniac Avengers.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can do some wild stuff.
I didn't even think about that because you know what I'm saying, they start building this up, and then like they start doing certain crossovers because because Insomniac. Like technically, Miles and Peter can pop up in this at any given time. Right. Like technically, any character that we've seen in Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 can pop up. Like it doesn't even have to be a full. You could just see Peter in regular clothes, or you can see the Daily Bugle, or like it's just like stuff that
in this scene. If we have this scene where he's at the bar, usually bars have the TVs. You could just hear about some of the carnage in New York at the bar, and like just so you know, it's in the same world.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Like they could be doing some code stuff. Like,
I'm excited for this now.
So yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of details again. That's all we're doing is a lot of speculation. But yeah, they got me already.
Yeah.
Next up is Uncharted. I don't know. Did you play the Uncharted series?
I have not. I want to so bad, but I have not yet.
Okay, I haven't either actually. So
I know it's top tier.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And they always look visually amazing.
Oh, it's coming to PC too, so that's cool.
We're all a bunch of thieves digging around.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
2022. So I wonder, do you get the option? If this is remastered, I think you don't have to play all the other ones. They should have all of them, right? That's sort of what I was getting.
I'm thinking so because they call it collection,
right?
And that's what I'm thinking which is good because, like I said, I want to get into it because I remember when I first got introduced to Uncharted, it gave me the same feeling that I had when I got introduced to Tomb Raider, but then it elevated. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, and I love those aspects of like the world. You got to interact with the world. You got to uncover different clues, and you got to, scavenge through caves, and you got to deal with, the people. It's one of those things that I'm like, yo, I am 100% interested in this. I just never had a chance to get into it because there's so much stuff, the other stuff that I was getting into. With this being the collection is definitely something that I'm like, oh, this would be great because then I can dive into all of them, in this remastered version of it and kind of get introduced to it.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think I have, what is it? I remember I think PlayStation Plus had the Nathan Drake collection as one of their PlayStation like free. And so I got that, but even then I still haven't played it yet. So maybe, I mean, I still got so many games I need to finish, but if I can get a chance to do that, I'll play through it. But if not, I'm glad to know that I got this coming. So that way this will give me a chance to be like, this is new to me. I want to see it in all its new glory.
Yeah.
How are you with racing games?
Man, I don't like racing games.
Okay.
I literally don't.
Up next is Gran Turismo.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm not huge into racing games, but this looked interesting. It's a very dramatic soundtrack.
It's super dramatic.
Holy shit, that car does look super real though.
I know, yeah, no, that's one thing. Graphic visual, right?
I don't know. I can't. I remember I used to play. What was it? Burnout Revenge. I think was one where you could crash the car and like you were supposed to take out your other cars. That was the extent of my racing game. This looks amazing.
But the one thing that got me just
yeah.
it looks like it goes in the details. That's one of the things that I don't like racing.
Right.
But I can customize something that's not going to be cool. Then it's truly like, okay, so I earned this customize this. People got that my car got the same base. My car got more stuff than yours, or vice versa. I like that aspect of it.
You can tell they were geeked about this one. This is one of the longer trailers.
Oh yeah. Well, I would like to assume that people who do like racing games, this is exciting for them. Again, the graphics look amazing. As far as realism, Jesus.
This is one of the few tests that we had today. I think it said March 4th or May 4th?
Yeah, March 4th.
March 4th, okay. Yeah, like I said, the people who really like racing games, I know they're geeked because I was following Twitter when this one dropped and it exploded.
Yeah.
So the people who love racing games are happy.
Yeah. I think because of like I love games in general that have storyline. Outside of like certain fighting games.
Yeah.
For the most part, I need a storyline. And I think that that's my issue with a lot of racing games. Like it's one track. But I get it, you know. But here's the thing: for arcades, though, like when I'm at an arcade, oh yeah,
right.
Listen, USA, Cruising World, like give me one of those. I love those. But as far as console gaming, I just haven't bought into console racing games.
I think this is an aspect of where I miss not Best Buy, but Blockbuster. I would have rented it. I would have for sure rented this. This would have been an easy week's rent where I'm like, all right, I want to try this out.
For a week,
Yeah. So that's something I definitely think if we had that around, like I don't have GameFly, so like I don't rent from there. That would have been my way of experiencing this. But like I can't see myself buying this game. As amazing as it looks, it's probably not something I would buy.
Yeah.
So then next, Forspoken. I can't remember this trailer. Square Enix, that's they make good games. Other than that Avengers game.
Probably even on a secret and a pretty big deal.
Oh, these are the people that made the Avengers game.
Yeah, but they also did all the Final Fantasy games, and the Avengers game seemed like a rare miss.
It looks amazing. Again,
Yeah, it does.
graphics look ridiculous.
I wonder if it's going to be open world. It looks like it is.
It do look like it's going to be open world.
Who's there?
Protection on Earth. Well, no, you would call us anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself, I'm showing.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. I just moved it. Where's my freaking life? How do you imagine?
Like, that scene is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too far.
The mechanics. I mean, if this is actual game, the mechanics.
Yeah.
You will be over there. Person of the sun. It's the strongest and most formidable of all the hunters. You now under great service with him. No name for a demon. I am the one you seek, the one and only Tanta Sila.
So yeah, I wonder what this setting is, because the main character looks modern,
Right.
but the villains kind of look like, I don't know. They're like I don't know if this is a whole new world. I'm not for sure what this is.
So
but,
I wonder if, like, we saw her go through that rift. Like, did she get taken back in time, taken to a new world?
I'm thinking taken into a new world. But yeah, no, it sparked my interest because it kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I could see that.
Gameplay wise,
it sparked my interest from the I guess the elemental magic that she was doing.
Yeah,
like she was doing some crazy shit.
Right? Because was she controlling the elements? Like,
I think so. Like, especially when whatever she did with the ice, that looked like that was her. Like, it looked like she was manipulating some shit and that she made that ice happen.
Yeah. So again, I love fantasy type games, stuff like that.
Me too.
So it's like that storyline also seemed pretty dope. So it's like either way it goes, like I said, it's something that I definitely would give it a shot. Just like, okay, let me figure out what this is about.
Right. I want to see more, but based off of first impressions, I do think it's something that I would buy. And that means it's coming out in the spring.
Coming out in the spring. Yeah, because it's like, what was that one game? Oh man, I can't think of it. Where it was like, I think it was like that Black Warrior princess in that fantasy world. I think it was last Sony event. I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know which game you're talking about.
It was during the song. It was during the big Sony PlayStation 5 reveal.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
But it was like that game. We was like, yo, what is that? Like, this is kind of giving me that. Like, yo, wait, what is this? Like, yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a timed console exclusive.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Next up is Project I. This one looked dope. If this is the one I'm thinking of. Yep, it is. This one looks crazy.
Yep.
Project Eve, rather, not Project I.
Right, Project Eve. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's Project Eve.
It gave me Bayonetta vibes. I don't know if you ever played that.
I have not, but I know about it. I know all about it. She gonna be beastie in this game. I already know.
Right.
Oh, but that shot is amazing.
It is.
I don't even know what I was looking at.
Like, that shot is amazing.
Man. Whatever world we're in. Yeah, this is tasty.
Right. It almost, I don't know if you, I can't remember if you said you played Devil May Cry, but like some of the villains, they feel like they would belong in that.
Yep. And it looks like they're gonna have big epic villains. You know, that always gets when it's like, yo, how am I gonna beat this?
Right.
Oh, so it's gonna have like that response time where you got to press the button at a specific time. I like those.
Yeah. It allows for you to do some crazy shit in actual gameplay. What the hell is that?
These villains, I don't know. What's that? These villains look wow. Like, bruh, what is that? I kind of want to know what's the story now too, for sure.
Right.
Like, what world is this? Why are we here?
That's another one with no date. So
yeah, but here's the thing. I think that this more so was like, because remember, PlayStation 5, their launch wasn't that epic. It was like a whole bunch of stuff, but it was like they didn't really have that. I think this is that, like, yo, okay, look here. Let me show y'all why this PlayStation 5 is what you need. Because these graphics are looking amazing in every trailer.
Yeah, everything PlayStation 5, if I remember from the launch, it seemed like everything was like, all right, hey, coming soon. We're going to have some crazy shit. And then this is sort of that point where it's like, we told you we got some stuff coming. This is what we got coming.
Let's go. You know?
I think this is another one I like. Yeah, what I'm gonna need to know more because right now it's looking like a buy, and that's
I definitely want to know more. Like I said, that's the thing too. It's like all of these that they're showing us is worlds, which is what I love. I love the worlds. Yeah.
Well, like it's some of them bosses. Like I don't know what the hell that thing was. Like he had like a wheel for a head. I don't know what was going on there.
That was on some Metal Gear Solid type shit.
Right. So like I need to know what that was. Actually, so I don't remember this trailer when I was watching it. I might have turned away for a second. So this will be fresh.
Are you familiar with Gearbox? I'm not familiar with Gearbox.
I'm not either, but apparently 2K is at least publishing it. It said 2K games at the beginning. I haven't seen a good cell shaded game in years.
What'd you say?
I haven't seen a good game with like the cell shaded graphics where it looks like it's almost all hand drawn.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I haven't seen these type of graphics in a while. Lots of guns.
Right.
This seems like a Bacardi.
For sure, I think he would like this. Are they like?
Yeah, definitely. Is that the magic? Yeah.
What's going on? There was a can of soda spilling out. So that's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show Bacardi this trailer. I think, like you said, this is along his alley. This is right up his alley.
This is definitely a Bacardi game.
Oh, is that a unicorn?
Yes, it is.
Ready, Newbie?
Are they playing? Wait, is this entire game based on them playing D&D?
That's what it's sort of like.
Seeing it.
So, because I saw the dice, so it seems like it seems like it's a D&D reenactment. Whatever the characters are, they're playing D&D, but we're seeing the world as if it was the world. Which is a pretty good oh yeah, 2K. I see the 2K game, so yeah, it's all right.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to see more. I'm not 100% sold. I do think it's the Bacardi, right up Bacardi alley, but yeah, I want to at least see more.
Yeah, I would need Bacardi's breakdown of this because it seems like something that he will rock with heavily.
Right. Have you played the Alan Wake series?
No, I have not.
So it looks like it's getting a remaster.
Okay.
So I haven't played it either. So I'm interested. I actually know nothing about that series, to be honest.
Whatever.
Me either.
Dark. Stay in the light.
I wonder if Liv's played it.
It definitely, yeah. It sounds like they will play too.
Oh, maybe not. It says on PlayStation for the first time.
Last night I woke up to
Is Alan Wake an Xbox?
I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could save myself. I could save Alice. Carl, Jackie, Joe. I'm a writer.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's like
comes up
show.
Right. So yeah, I guess the original came out for Xbox 360. his wife disappears while they're on vacation.
You know what? You know what? I'm actually a little bit interested in it because you got to think about it. Everything we get is fantasy world over the top. This seems like just a good old mystery,
right? So yeah, he's trying to figure out why. I guess figure out where his wife is. Apparently, it all happens while he experiences events from his latest novel, which he can't remember writing, coming to light. So. I'm interested. Just off of that synopsis, I'm interested.
Yeah, it has like Silent Hill type vibes, like not the supernatural of it, but like you're just a regular person in this world trying to figure out something.
Right. And like comes up, it seems like it's coming out right at the right time. They said it comes out next month, right in time for Halloween. So
yeah, the good mysteries. Like it's gonna be a suspense game, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
I wonder if Bacardi's played the original. I'm gonna have to ask him about it.
It sounds like he probably would have, because like it seems like it's a game that Bacardi would have played.
Right. Did you know they're doing a Guardians of the Galaxy game?
Yes, that I did know.
I completely forgot. I remember hearing about the announcement and then I just completely forgot.
Wishes to share it. I could get a light of belief. All suffering. All What's wrong with you? Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack. Cease this. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, thank you for having me.
You're never told with the priest. We kept talking about Thomas.
Like they were drinking funky juice or something. Working so let's investigate for it. In the fun fact. Long time no see. Is that bad? It sounds bad. It is. Rejecting the promise. You are unworthy. It must be destroyed.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way.
Bro, I like how they pay homage to the Guardians of the Galaxy by keeping their personalities.
Yeah,
I feel like the movies were so set in stone that it was like if they wouldn't have mirrored what we got on screen, it would have fell flat. And I'm actually interested in this game.
Yeah, I am too. I didn't think I would be, but the trailer intrigued me enough that it's like I'll probably buy this. I want to see.
Oh yeah, I'll give it a run. I'll definitely give it a run.
Yeah, the storyline was interesting. Comes out next month.
Yeah, like I said, like even with just from the first scene with him faking the heart attack, and just like, all right,
right.
Like, it gave me the same vibes that I got from the Peter Quill that we got from the MCU, and it looks like you're gonna get some good interstellar action. Like,
right, that's something I didn't.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
I was a little weary at first. I remember when it got announced. Now that I had watched it, I had started remembering because it is from the same. It is, I think, from the same like studio that did the Avengers game. And I remember watching Bacardi play it, and he was like, it's fun, but it's
It got better over time. I know the Wakanda patch. I heard that was really good. I haven't got a chance to dive into that, but I heard the Wakanda
I haven't either.
DLC was really dope and everything. So it's like it's gotten better over time.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a little bit interested in this, man. I definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, I think I will too. Let's see. Moving along. Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh, I think this is another one I saw that I was, oh, this looks crazy. Bro, imagine waking up and your eye just fucked like that.
Sure.
Is to hide the truth. Fear. I will be salvation. It's not.
That mask is creepy.
It is creepy as shit.
Will dawn.
So I have no clue what I just watched.
I honestly, I couldn't tell you. Oh, let me make sure to skip ahead of this before.
It looked like an anime.
Yeah, that was the vibes I got from it too. Like I definitely was intrigued. But like you said, it had a lot of anime vibes, like from the craziness of the villains that he was fighting. Like they had the thing, it was like crawling, the mouth was coming all wide open. I truly don't know. It comes out in the spring, so whatever else they're gonna show us, they're gonna have to start feeding it to us quickly.
I'm just interested in, again, that's one thing, again, what a good story captures me. So
Yes.
for that, I'm like, even from the get-go, I'm like, wait, what's going on with his face? Like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine waking up and your eye just, I don't know if you can see out of that eye. Do you just see black fog over everything? But imagine waking up and that's your eye. And then you saw the fog come in.
Not even that, because outside the other eye, you see it like this, like you see the particles. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah.
And then you see all the fog come in, everybody else disappear, but you good. And you're like, what is going on right now?
And then some crazy ass dude with a crazy ass mask is talking like, that trailer had a lot going on.
That trailer was intense, and I know dude was going through it from the get-go.
All right, yeah, I'm interested in that.
I'm definitely interested. This one's Kid, I don't know if it's supposed to be Amnesia, and they just spaced it out, but yeah. So. This one I think is a quick one. It's just a teaser trailer, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how much we're gonna get.
I don't know. It's ominous as hell.
It is. I wonder if it's supposed to be another. It's got to be another scary game.
I think so. It look creepy. Shit.
It do look creepy.
But I'm also interested, like, why is Radiohead in social? Is that the Radiohead?
That I don't know. I know nothing about this game.
Right, because I'm like,
and it said November. Like that's 2 months for that's all we got. I wonder if they're gonna try to do like some viral marketing.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, because you got to think in that survival horror type style. Because if you think about it, outside of us already knowing Resident Evil, that's similar to how Resident Evil does theirs. They'll give you a little something, and you be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then you just see the Resident Evil, and you're like, "Oh," but you know Resident Evil, so this may be a new player in the game.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think that's probably your best way of keeping things like that.
They had the creepy imaging. They had
definitely had the creepy imaging,
the creepy hieroglyphics. Yeah, the creepy hieroglyphics and everything.
It had like the glitching of like where you look like you're watching a VHS tape and it's glitching on you.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, as of right now, I'm not sold on like, oh, I'm getting that, but I am interested to know what is this.
Right. I do want to know more. If it came out tomorrow, I wouldn't buy just off of that.
Yeah.
Now this next one, kind of want to get based off of this trailer.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Blood Hunt looked crazy. And the fact that you can create your own character. That was tight too.
I always know that. That part right there is like, oh.
That part was cool. Like, the black dude actually got decent hair, like
right. Yeah.
So this is a free-to-play game.
It's a free-to-play game?
Yeah. So I looked it up because obviously they had the website you could sign up. So the first instance of it is already out for PC gaming, and it's free to play.
So that means there's going to be an online aspect of us fighting vampires or being vampires.
That's what I'm thinking.
Either way it goes, I'm sold on it because
yeah.
I don't know if you ever played the Matrix game, but like it gave me that vibe, like that, like the way that the mechanics of it and everything, and it looks like you can string together just different type of kill combos and everything, and like I said, it got the shooter aspect, then it got like it looks really dope. And again, I don't think we have a solid vampire series yet.
Not that I can think of. And bro, when she turned into bats or whatever, was able to zoom up on them, grab them, and feed, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and then and it looked like you get creative. Like she was sliding and shooting. Like,
got up, had the blade ready to go. Like you can do a lot. So like I said, I know the PC, they're doing like their early access now, and even that was free. I'm
signing up to it right now.
Yeah, I got it up. I'm definitely
early access. Yeah, I want that. Give me that.
Right. So that's one for sure I'll be playing. I'm sure once it gets all fully up and running, that'll probably be something that will end up twitching.
Oh yes, 100%.
We're coming down to our last few. We're down to our last three actually.
Okay.
This one was one. I don't know. This was the one I wasn't too interested in.
Every time I see this, I immediately thought of Last of Us 2. Have you played it yet?
I gotta play that.
They got a moment where you get to play guitar. You gotta do that.
Interesting. I wonder, is this supposed to be like almost their version of like Zelda Breath of the Wild? But I wasn't sure, just based off of this.
Oh, okay. mean, you gotta have the flagship kitty game.
Oh, for sure.
However, it's still like just the world. Seems like they're putting some culture into this world.
Right. I mean, I really like the Zelda series, so if
you say you don't like? Wait, you say you don't like Zelda?
I said I really like it.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, what?
Complete opposite. So, if it's supposed to be in the same vein as that, I'm interested in that, but it didn't grab me. I want to see more gameplay, to be honest.
Here's the thing: even with gameplay, I'm probably not gonna play it, but I respect what they did with it. You know, I understand. It seems like it is the kid game. Like
I think so.
Zelda
I
Breath
think
of
so.
the Wild, even though Zelda is like it didn't seem Zelda Breath of the Wild doesn't seem so kiddie. This does seem kiddie. I can see Azaria loving this type of game, or you know, it's like the kiddie adventure game. They always have those. I respect.
I probably wouldn't buy it, but if it's like a PlayStation Plus game,
I can see that.
I'd at least check it out that way.
Yeah.
All right, our second to last is Deathloop. I think we saw the initial trailer during their last showcase, so this is just going more into the story.
Picture your perfect you. Your health, your enlightenment, your passion. Not just freedom, we offer eternity. Your esteemed, the only thing missing from last week is you.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity. An endless party that you can never leave.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember what it was.
This is the one where you have to get all the kills in the right order, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out.
Yeah, I remember us being excited about it originally.
Yeah, this trailer didn't change anything for me. That premise alone is crazy.
So how come I don't remember shit? This party island hangover's not my thing. My thing, answers. Who are the people? What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead? Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together.
You could do some cold shit. That was tight.
Sending me these messages from the future, past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plan out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work? Does anybody remember? Everyone learning in labs, right? What do you do? Is that? Damn, I look good.
I like that it has a comedy aspect of it. Sounds like.
I've imagined myself a way out. Time loop before it breaks me.
Oh shit, that comes out very soon.
Yeah. I mean that looks like it's gonna be dope. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a battle royale aspect to it and everything.
Yeah, I mean it comes out I think next week. So
yeah, next week. Yeah.
I'm interested in it.
I mean, we was interested from the PlayStation 5 launch. So it was like, it's one of those things like, look, give us the game now. Let's show
Yeah, this one, at least I like to see more of the actual, what the storyline was going to be. Because remember, we just saw sort of the action before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so then our last game, this is their interview. Our last game, are you a fan of the Rainbow Six series?
Oh, yes. It's 100%.
Here's the newest entry.
Yeah.
Shield against the worst global threats imaginable. Hostage situations, biological weapons, threats of nuclear war. Now, we face the greatest terror has ever known.
Ubisoft makes some great games.
Huh?
Ubisoft makes some great games. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, that's another series that got blind faith from me, which is
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Ubisoft, they make some great games. So for the most part, I at least be like, all right, let me see what's going on here. Like, that's all of them.
Overall, man, Sony did their thing, man. You know, I think this may be one of the first events too that they did. They did announce a sports game. Well, I guess racing, if you consider that sports.
Right. But
we didn't get a sports announcement.
No, yeah, all of them. A lot of action and adventure games.
Yeah, a lot of action and adventure. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what's coming up. I like doing this. Also, like doing this, sort of reaction to the different trailers.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that more often. I'm hoping Microsoft will have an event like this coming up. Maybe me and Bacardi or whoever else can run through that and just see the different trailers, see what they got coming up too. Because I'm sure they probably also got some crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I mean, thank you guys for sitting down with us, watching it. Hey, thanks for sitting with me, going through these trailers. Like I said, I definitely want to do this more often. Just continue trying to get y'all more content.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do as well too. In the comments, if you're watching this, if there's anything that y'all want us to react to, put it in the comments.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't only have to be video game trailers. It could be movies. It could be shows. Just anything that you want us to react to, throw it in the comments, man. We'll make that happen for y'all.
Right. And it's been Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm Didge. That is Deuces. And we out.